Hey, what is up guys? So today I'm here to tell you what I prefer playing Black Ops 3 on, as well as all of the advantages or disadvantages that you're going to get, whether you are playing on Xbox One or on the PS4 or on the PC. But anyways, the gameplay you're going to be seeing here is a PC game footage. You see over in the top right hand corner, my FPS is going to be a pretty decent TDM game. Got 7+ KD over here. I don't actually have stock, so I'm playing a little bit slower than I normally do, but that's because stock is super required, in my personal opinion, when you're playing competitive in Call of Duty, or just like trying to pub stop as hard as possible. Anyways, first off, let's go ahead and go over what's different on the Xbox version versus the PS4 version versus the PC version. So, first off, I want to say the difference that I think a lot of players will mention is that the Xbox One version of the game is going to be inferior as far as graphical improvements. So, it's more so that they reduced the visuals on the Xbox rather than like increase them on the PC or PS4. Now, I'll put a link down below in the description box to an image that TmarTn actually took a picture of, courtesy of him. And then I'm going to circle exactly what I'm talking about. So, as far as tessellation goes, there's definitely reduced tessellation on the Xbox One version of the game. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about with tessellation, that's basically a flat object trying to change its geometry to make it appear 3D. So that can be rocks on the ground, tiles on the ground, some of the terrain, and it'll look less 3D essentially. And that's just because I think the Xbox One's console is just inferior. And the Xbox One, just in general, has a much worse interface, but that's nothing to do with the actual Call of Duty. That's just me hating on the Xbox One. I'm not a fanboy of a PS4 or a PC fanboy, but the thing is, it's just that the Xbox One's interface is just terrible. They are getting an update. I also want to mention real quick that because the holiday season is coming up, Xbox usually will have a better deal. Like, if you don't have a next-gen console and you want to pick one up, because a lot of you guys asked me, what did I prefer playing this on? Because, I was able to play on all of them. I was able to play on PC, PS4, and Xbox. So, you might be wondering, the holiday season's coming up, maybe you're getting money and you want to buy one. If the Xbox One is maybe $100 less, then, you know what? You could save yourself some money. I know that the Xbox One will have a better deal during the holiday season. It should, at least. Because the sales are there, and you can definitely see that Xbox is behind PlayStation. But yeah, as far as tessellation goes, and I want to call it, it's like not really like a motion blur. Some games call it like a Gaussian blur. It's just very evident on the Xbox One version. Again, check the picture in the description box below, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I personally don't like it. I think arguably some people can consider it better. It's also called post-processing. I just don't like the way it looks. To me, it just makes the game look not as crisp and clean as it should. So that's one thing that I guess you could technically argue it looks better on the Xbox One. But I would say overall, the resolution's probably lowered. And in addition to that, there's definitely less tessellation as well. Now, some people might want to pub stomp as hard as possible. I know there's people that hate League play. They just want to get their KD as high as possible. Which console, or if I recommend it on PC, I would say if you're just interested in pub stomping, I've pub stomped in all three. So the problem with this beta is it was technically an open beta. Eventually they made it so everyone can play it. So I feel like a lot of players, they're just like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead, never played Call of Duty, haven't played it, I'll just download the beta for free. So there were players that weren't very great at the game. Now, this game had technically way more pre-orders on the Xbox, but the thing is, you have to keep in mind that a lot of people that get Xboxes are only interested in COD. Like, there's more players that are interested in COD than a lot of different games. That's just how, Xbox goes. I would say there's more people that enjoy FPS games on the Xbox. So, I would say overall, I didn't experience, there's way more players that are skilled on the PS4 or PC. I go into lobbies and I completely dump on them. And there's times where I've lost. And, it's due to usually bad teammates, but I will say that it doesn't really matter. I think that there are people that suck and that are great on all of... I think that there's a higher chance for competitive players to choose to play on the PS4. That is because competitive is moving to the PlayStation. So if you're interested in maybe going MLG, obviously I would suggest you to play on the console you're going to be playing at, whether you're at UMG or going to an MLG or game battles. I mean, game battles, there's definitely both. But yeah, overall, I would say if you're interested in getting competitive game, play it on the PS4 simply because you're going to want to be used to what you're playing on when you go to these events and stuff like that. Now, I also want to mention that PC has an advantage that it can have mods. Now, Xbox One says that they want to support mods, and they did say, I believe it was on Fallout, they were like, yeah, we're going to support mods. Very awesome idea. I don't know if PlayStation has said anything about that, and look at these Hellstorms in Black Ops 3 are just so dang good. But I haven't heard anything about PlayStation saying anything about mods. I'm not sure how good the mods will be too. That's kind of all in the community. But that is something that, you know, PC players really do like. Like Skyrim, there's no way, or any of the Elder Scrolls games, there's no way you could convince me to purchase that on a console when the PC would just outscale that, whether it's on resolution or on draw distance. There's so many other aspects of it. But yeah, I don't know if PS4 is going to be supporting mods, but that's something that might not even like be really great that's coming out for it. But overall, I'd say whatever your friends play on, whatever controller you prefer to play on. But if you're like, you know, I have unlimited money, money's not an issue, I want to buy it, I want the best possible outcome, I would say PS4 is definitely the way to go, or PC. But the Xbox One version of the game is definitely inferior. But anyways, like I said, check the video, or check the image in the description box below. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been your boy Will Smith, signing out.